Good morning, everybody. Time for a little update. All right, a couple of things here that I want to talk about. First of all, I want to talk about the British pound. Now, remember, let's think all the way back to before Brexit and leading up to that Brexit vote. I said to everybody that the reaction by the crowd is going to be wrong, that there will be no economic impact, negative economic impact from Brexit. When we got that big sell-off on the yes vote, when we got that big sell-off in the stock market, I was out there very aggressively telling you to buy that dip, buy that dip. That was absolutely the correct thing to do as it turned out. And I was sure that's the way it would turn out. Now, the other thing that happened in conjunction with that vote was a panicky, hyperbolic sell-off in the British pound. And I said at the time, and I have been saying, that the sell-off in the British pound, that's a zombie sell-off, and it was based on absolutely nothing at all. As we have seen since Brexit, there has been no negative impact to the British economy. And right after that Brexit vote and the sell-off in the pound, I said that what's going to happen is you're going to start to see political volatility in Europe because disaffected people who are sick of the whole Europe concept and the globalism and the austerity and all that stuff, and they want their sovereignty and autonomy back, and they're sick of the immigration. They're going to look at the Brexit vote, and you're going to start to see political volatility in Europe, and that's why I said short the euro against the pound. Now, that's a trade I put on. That's a trade that some of you followed me and put on, and initially we took some heat with that. That was not bad. Then we had that ridiculous, stupid flash crash, which I said that flash crash was an horrendous error, and it would not be rewarded by the markets. In other words, you had a lot of analysts saying that the bottom that was hit in the British pound the night of that crash would be revisited. I said, that's not going to happen. Markets don't reward stupidity, okay? And I was right once again. Now, we all made money on that euro pound short. I made money. I know people who are my subscribers. They're still in it. Now, I took my profit after riding through some heat, but again, that's my mental game is impervious, okay? My mental game is strong as you can imagine. I rode through it. I ended up with a profit, a very nice profit on that euro pound trade. I got subscribers who are still short that euro pound trade. They're going to clean up the irony of what's going on right now, and it's not really an irony to me because I called it, is that Britain looks like a bastion of stability compared to what's going on in Europe right now. We got the Italian referendum coming up. We got the French elections next year. We have German parliamentary elections. And after, Brexit and after Trump, the whole anti-globalist, anti-Europe, nationalism, all those sentiments welling up, and you see these political candidates who represent that point of view, and the people are frustrated. So exactly as I said, okay? Now, I've been saying all along, and I'm going to stick with this, and I'm going to say it again. The British pound will recover all of its post-Brexit losses. It might take some time, but again, I got all the time in the world. Patience is one of the key traits of a strong mental game. All right? Just like the patience I had and others had to ride out our euro pound short, which we made a profit on, which we make profits on every single thing that we do, okay? It's no problem waiting for the pound to recover all of the post-Brexit losses because, again, the selling was based on nothing, zero. That zombie selling, idiots, people who don't know what they're talking about. All right, now I want to segue to gold because it has a connection with this. And you see the big liquidation and the big selling going on in gold. A lot of idiots were talking about buying gold back in May, guys like Druckenheimer. Now, I bought gold. I bought gold last December, the day of the Fed rate hike, when it was at 1,080 or something like that. Went up $300. And I am long gold now. The only reason that you can find out there, if you do some research on gold right now, the actual fundamentals of the gold market, and you could look at supply trends and demand trends from the World Gold Council. It's all available out there if you want to Google that. But the only reason right now for the selling in gold is fear of a rate hike and this dollar rally. I'm telling you right now, both of these reasons are wrong. They will be proven wrong. These are the same people who sold the dollar in 2009 when the Fed started to engage with all these extraordinary monetary measures. The same idiots, the same morons, the Schiffs, all these people. I don't think Schiff would ever buy the dollar, but the same kind of people. The zombies, the morons, the idiots who don't understand. These are the same people who sold the whole Brexit thing, okay, who sold the stock market. These are the same people who sold the Trump. Same people. So the only rationale, if you go check it out, there's only one rationale that these zombie idiots are giving for selling gold, and that's the rate hike and the dollar. Two rationales, I guess. They're both wrong. The dollar's peaking, okay? And rate hikes are bullish because, as I've said a million times, rate hikes do two things. Number one, they constitute price increases because the cost of credit is reflected in the cost of all goods and services. So when the central bank raises the interest rate, all rates go up, okay? That's what the central bank is. It's a price setter. That's it. Government is a price setter because it's a monopolist in its own currency. It sets price one way or another by labor, by interest rates. It sets price. And the other thing that a rate increase does is it necessarily raises the level of government spending, all right? Because the government is a net payer of interest. So you raise rates, it's spending more. It's exactly what happened with Reagan, and that's why we had a boom, because the more the government spent on interest, the more income flowed into the economy. All right? So there you have it. Sell gold. Sell all you want. You don't understand anything. Now, I have patience. I wrote out euro pound. I made a big profit on that. Other things that I made a big profit on. I was short treasuries most of this year. Look at how that came out. Absolutely correct. Everything I say happens. I make a profit on every single trade. That is not pie in the sky. When you have the correct understanding, when you have the correct information, and when you have the correct mental game, everything is a profit. As long as you don't overextend yourself. And if you do that, that's not mental game, that's gambling. I said, go to Vegas. It's more fun. Bye.